In this video, we'll be creating and working with dynamic pages. We will use our design school website, Bolden Academy, to demonstrate each step. A dynamic page saves time by instantly creating hundreds of unique pages based on a single design. First, we'll show you how to set up a database collection to store all the information for our courses that will connect to page elements in our dynamic page design. And finally, we'll create an index page. This will make it easy for students to find the courses they're interested in. To use Wix Code on any site, enable Developer Tools. In the editor, click Tools. Check the box next to Developer Tools, and then get started. For our design school, we'll create a database collection to store our course information. To add a database collection, go to the Site Structure sidebar on the left. Hover on Database on the bottom and click the Add icon, and then select New Collection. Give the collection a name. In this example, we will name it Courses. Now, set roles and permissions to control who can add and view content in the collection. For this example, we'll select Site Content. This way, anyone visiting the site can view the content, but only the owner has permission to add and edit information. Then, click Create Collection. A collection is like setting up a simple spreadsheet. We have a default column labeled Title. We will use this for our course names. We'll add more fields for all the details relating to our courses. To add a new field, click Add Field. Under Field Name, give it a title like Description. Next, choose the field type. These are a few options to choose from, such as text, images, Boolean, number, date and time, or rich text. In this example, we need to select Rich Text. Rich Text gives us formatting and customization options for our text. When done, click Add. Keep in mind that the field type will vary according to the element. For example, when we add images as an element, set the field type to Image. Now we'll add all the fields to the collection. Let's complete the first row for one of our courses. Enter Course Title, Description, Image, Lecturers, What You Will Learn, and Entry Requirements. The database collection for our course offerings is all set up. All the information will be stored here. Now, we're ready to start building our dynamic page. Once we've added all the course content to the database collection, we can create a dynamic page that will display everything. A dynamic page allows us to use a single design layout to create hundreds of new pages, each with a custom URL and unique content. To start, go to the Site Structure. Next to Courses, click the Settings icon and choose Add a Dynamic Page. There are two types of dynamic pages, an item page or a category page. An item page displays items from your collection one at a time, while a category page will show a group of items on one page. In this example, we'll create an item page for our courses. Now, click Next. When creating a dynamic page, we start with defining the URL. By default, the URL pattern is the site name, followed by the collection name, and then the content of the field title from each item in the collection. We can also change the default structure of our URL. To remove a field, select it and delete. To add a field to the URL, click Add Field and choose a field from the collection. Keep in mind, we need to choose a field that uniquely identifies each item in our collection. Now that we've set up our URL, click Create Page. Our page is automatically added to the Site Structure sidebar on the left. On the page, we have two new tools. First, we have the Dynamic Page Dataset, which connects the page to our courses collection. We can move the dataset component anywhere on the page. It won't appear on the published website. The second tool is the Preview panel. This is where we can easily access and preview how each item in our course collection will appear on the dynamic pages. Since we already have our course information stored in our collection, we can start designing the dynamic page. In the editor, click Add, then Text, and drag a text box onto the page. Then click Add and drag and drop an image onto the page. The image and text boxes are all placeholders that will be replaced with the content in our collection, so we can use anything. Once our page is designed, we need to connect each element to the dataset. Let's start with the title. Click on the title box and then the Connect to Data icon. The course's item dataset is automatically selected because it's the only dataset on this page. Under Text connects to Choose Title. This connects the title text box on our web page to the title field in our course collection. Now, connect the image. Click on it and choose Connect to Data. Again, the course's item dataset is selected. Under Image Source connects to, connect the image to the image field. Connect all of the elements on the page to the fields in the course's collection in the same way. Preview the page to see how it will look to visitors. We can switch between pages using the arrows. Every course page has its own unique title, image, and text. Return to the editor and go to the database collection. Then click Publish. This will create the course's collection fields in our live database. Here, we're working on the courses collection in the Sandbox database. Any content here is visible only when we're in preview mode. Content in the live database is what our visitors can see when our site is published. Now, to copy these items from our Sandbox to the live database, click Sync and select Copy all items to live. Then, click Edit Live Database. A new window will open. From here, we can view and manage our live database collections. Select Courses and click Manage. We'll check to make sure that all of the content in the courses collection from the Sandbox database also appears in the live database. Finally, let's return to our published site. Now, all our visitors can view our course offerings on our site. Index pages make it easier for visitors to find what they're looking for on a website. Because our design school has a lot of dynamic pages for each course, we'll create an index page for all our courses. In the editor, go to the Pages menu. Click Add Page and select Page. Give the new page a name like Courses Index and click Done. Now we can start designing our index page. Click Add, Text, and drag a text box onto the page. Give the page a title so visitors know what this page is about. We'll type All Courses. Now we can list all of the courses in a table. Click Add and User Input. Scroll down to see all of the input options, like text boxes, radio buttons, drop-downs, date pickers, and more. In this example, we'll add a table. Drag and drop it onto the page. To connect this table with the course information from our collection, we need to add a dataset. Click Add Database and choose Dataset. The dataset component will appear. Remember, site visitors won't be able to see this, so we can move it anywhere on the page. Click Manage Dataset. From the dataset settings, click the drop-down button next to Connect a Collection. We'll choose a collection to connect the table to. In this example, Courses. Select the table and click Connect to Data. Under Connect a Dataset, choose Courses Dataset. Everything in the table will automatically update with the fields from our courses collection. We can control the information we want to display in the table from our collection. In this example, we only want to show 4 columns: title, lecturers, program, and semesters offered. So we'll disconnect the other fields from the dataset. Click Manage Table. For each field we want to disconnect, select the three dots icon next to the column's name and click Delete. To link the items in the table to our course's dynamic page, click the Connect to Data icon. Choose the link icon and select which page to link it to. We'll link it to the course's title page. Lastly, we can customize the design, layouts, and more of our table. For help, we can click on the question mark icon. Click Preview. Select a course to view the dynamic item page. Now, we'll publish the site. Repeat the same process as before and sync the database collection to Live. Let's check to make sure that all of the content in the courses collection from the Sandbox database also appears in the Live database. Now you're ready. This video is always here, so come back and watch again for more help. You can also visit our resources page for tutorials, articles, example code, and more.